What's the central part of your training? Is it running? Is it sparring?
Central part is dodging the nightclubs and the parties and the girls. You want the truth? And being in the bed by yourself at 9 o'clock at night. And if you can get by that, you'll make it. Yeah, that's the truth. Now, I'll tell you the truth. You talk all that running and hitting the bags and jogging and vitamins you want. Dodging ladies is the main thing, especially when you're pretty like me.
When you have one of the greatest fighters of all time telling you that the hardest thing for him wasn't George Foreman, it wasn't Joe Frazier, it wasn't all of the other dominant heavyweights he fought throughout his career. The most challenging thing for him was just to stay disciplined, to stay the course, to not run out and have an orgy with a whole bunch of chicks who would throw it at him because he's Muhammad freaking Ali. Keep being disciplined and stay on your purpose. And speaking of boxing,
Project X, this ain't what you want. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Shorty got that body, get it wild. No time, set up, fuck, you won't kill my vibe. Stand on my side.
that's good stuff. He was dodging them punches like Theo Coop dodges them tatted up weave queens. I'm with it. Shout out to the homie 818 Bulldog. He's the one who sent me this next clip. All right, what is going on here?
Is that a tickle machine?
It's not
That's not a tickle machine.
Why do you have it? And what are you playing with?
Jesus.
What is that on your? Why are you in my purse? Chanel,
What?
you been messing with the markers?
No, that came from my kitchen. Remember?
No. That on your hand? That just happened. That was not on your kitchen. Where did that come from?
In your room.
What?
First of all, I'm smiling because this is the cutest kid I've ever saw. She's adorable. That's one. The second thing is, how smart is this girl? I don't know. You guys let me know. She looks like she's 3 to me. And she's like, oh yeah, I found it over there in the kitchen. She seems to have a very large vocabulary for someone her age. Of course, this video is obviously embarrassing. I'm guessing her daughter finding her, I don't know what those things are. Rose, I've heard roses, bullets. I don't know exactly what they are. Her finding that is funny. But it likely didn't need to be shared. And what I want to talk about is a comment that I saw that kind of alluded to that. It says, why do people have to record everything? You basically said keep holding it while it records you just to post on IG. I thought that was pretty funny. But there was another comment I saw here I wanted to speak on. It says, let me pull this phone out while this baby touching something I used to touch myself with. But you got to see the response. The content creator who uploaded this actually responded back to him. The content creator says, LMAO, that's where your head is at. It's a bunch of stupid emojis, keep wondering. And that just goes to show how a lot of these women just deflect. His mind isn't wandering into a dirty place. He's just saying what it is. And he comes back and says, no, I'm not wondering. I seen that literally is what happened. She comes back and responds, says, just laugh and move on, or not, because we all know the assumption that you're saying. I don't know what assumption that she was talking about he was saying. He was saying what happened in the video. And he responds back and says, you're right, my fault. I apologize. I assumed that since when the video started, the baby still had it in her hand. So I thought like she had to open the camera app and start recording before she took it out baby's hand. But I'm sure my initial assumption was wrong. You guys let me know in the comments. Do you think I was innocent? Do you think that the guy responded back to her? Or do you think it was just something simple just to laugh at? I'm kind of split in the middle. Like I do kind of see it as like a harmless thing. If the daughter would have just picked it up and that would have just something that naturally happened. But for her to record it and upload it, I'm going to have to agree with my man. Likes and attention is like oxygen for some of these women. They need it just as bad. But you guys let me know in the comments.
Men are more valuable as we get older. Every man, every woman knows that. Every woman will sit here and go, yeah, I know a man who's older than me. Of course. But if I say it the other way around, I'm misogynistic. It's just the reality of the world. So then we have to go into the other point. The point is this. When you were at your peak value, you had zero interest in monogamy. But then you find a man who's 35 at his peak value. He's finally struggled and worked because when he was 19, no girl spoke to him. When he was 23, he was broke. When he was 24, he had no life experience. When he was 25, he couldn't fuck. He finally gets to the point where he's now at his peak value. Him at 35 is you when you were 19. And then you're sitting there saying to him, no, you should be monogamous. It's like, well, you fucking weren't. You did whatever you wanted in your peak. Now I'm finally got there. And I had to work for my shit. God and L'Oreal gave you. I had to fucking struggle. I had to go through hell to get on this yacht. You got on the yacht with an Instagram DM. I had to buy it. And now you're telling me I need to fucking settle down and behave and grow up? Fuck you.
Let's see what we got here. What's that say? Baby daddies Are you ready for court? Why does it have baby daddies with the S meaning plural?
5, 6, 7, 8. Baby daddies, are you ready for court? Cause I need you to pay your child support. Baby daddies, are you ready for court? Cause I need you to pay your child support. You thought you had it made in the shade, living with your girl. I said, no ma'am, I got his whole world. It is his daughter, and to her, you come second place. Sis, don't make me take off this lace. All I want you to do is pay your child support. Never mind, I will see you in court. Hey, I will see you in court. Hey, I will see you in court. Baby daddies, make your payments. Stop making excuses for number one. Let's go.
Right after the Will Smith, Chris Rock fiasco, one of the big things that people were saying was that it made black people look bad. And in other previous occasions where, you know, black people haven't been seen in the best light, regardless of the circumstances, one thing they used to say, especially when I was growing up, was that insert action you just did here made black people go back 100 years or some crazy shit like that. The reason I bring that up is that I never agree with those notions that you can do something as a singularly black person or even as a group of black people, and what your actions do determine outlook of the entire group. I understand we have an ethnic image. I totally get that. But I possess critical thinking. Fuck out of here. A lot of those times, those are people who are more worried about, over concerned about how white people view black people. But I said all that to say this. When I watch a video like that, I'm embarrassed to share this woman's skin color. I truly am. And you guys can think, Theo, you being a bit dramatic, it's not really that serious, but that shit is sad to me, man. First of all, she said baby daddies, as in more than one. That stupid cheerleading dance. But she said something as well in that video that I don't know if you guys caught. Let's see if we can play it back.
You thought you had it made in the shade, living with your girl. I said, no ma'am, I got his whole world. It is his daughter, and to her, you come second place. Sis, don't make me take off this lace.
If Bitter Bitch was a person, it sounds like her child's father moved on, because she talked about being in a new relationship now and her possessing his whole world, which is his daughter. And her knowing this, it will definitely make an attempt to sabotage their relationship just because it seemed that they've moved on. Which is ridiculous, it's childish, it's self-centered, but that's what most of these hood rats are. So at the end of the day, we have to do what we have to do, fellas, and that's protect your seed at all times. One of the last things you want to do is impregnate the wrong woman. Have to deal with that shit for the next 18 years. But you guys let me know what you think after party in the comments. My name is Theo Coop, but you can
Call me bitch.
do better.
Excuse me, bitches?